Hi everyone. Unfortunately, I was just recording. Damn it. I was just recording and this happened, okay? The high priestess fell into my lap. And because like I was moving and my whole stomach was showing with this little teeny shirt, and so I had to cut it. I didn't want my stomach in the thing. But damn it, because I don't know if some of you will believe that that just happened. Like the high priestess fell into my lap. And then I was saying in the shuffle when I kept seeing a bunch of cards, the Three of Swords being one. So and then it came out in the actual spread. So I was saying I was happy for that because it looks like the divine masculine and the divine and the karmic partner are breaking up. Okay, this is a reading. I forgot I'm starting it over. So yeah, this is a reading for the divine masculine and the karmic situation, their relationship. And I was saying it feels like they're going to break up. And I was saying also in that 2-minute video that it seems that it's all a conjuring from like the high priestess. I was saying I didn't like how she was in this reading, but it's obvious that because they are breaking up, which was confirmation of what I was seeing in my spread to what came out in the actual spread was the Three of Swords. So it looks like they're going through it because of you. You may not even be involved. You may have stepped back. This is more of an involvement that feels like it's because he's stepping into who he needs to be. It's because he understands who he loves, okay? And it's you. So now, you've been put in your throne. You've been put on top, okay? At least in the eyes of them too. So you may look like you have it all going on. Okay, divine feminine, you may look like there's no issues, there's no problems, except maybe just loneliness is what it looks like to them and that view. That's how you come off. So yeah, it looks like if they're an air sign or if they're both air signs, regardless, there's a lot of truths being told to this heart, to this union, this love that they've been holding on to, and it's just shot and shattered. The last sword has been drawn into the heart, and there's really nowhere else they're going from here. A lot of you guys know that's watching is that the relationship has been in the rut for a while, but they just hold on. But this looks like that whatever they could have held on to, it doesn't look like there's any chance for it to be salvaged. Okay, there's an empress here. We're going to clarify that so we can understand the actual the presence of this card, because now the divine feminine is coming up as the high priestess. So I would go ahead and say this is the karmic, obviously that this is a karmic and divine masculine reading, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Like a lot of them were holding on to because of their looks. If there were a fire sign as well, they could have been a fire and an air couple. But especially if she was a fire sign, it really doesn't matter, how beautiful. I think also, you know what? This talks about how they're breaking up, but on somewhat of even terms, okay? It's not like, oh, you're ugly, you're a bitch, and you're a whore. No, it's almost like they're breaking up, but they know, he knows. It's almost like he's telling her that, look, you were this for me, you were that, you're beautiful. But you're for someone else, you know what I mean? It's like I think he's telling her that they're not on each other's level. So there's a lot of hard truths coming about, and it's breaking her heart because it's like it's an easy break, okay? Like I said, he's stepping into his power, the divine masculine. I don't think he wants to end off on negative terms, and that's a good thing. That's a good closing. So he's reminding her that the karmic, that you're beautiful, you're all of this for me. We've done all this together. You're this, you're that, but it's over. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. Ace of Cups is a new opportunity in love. It's a new feeling for this person, and I don't believe that he's looking forward to doing that. So what it looks like is a back and forth. It looks like it's conversation between them two. It looks like how it looks like as they're breaking up, okay? But it's like there's no reason, there's no way to salvage it. Like in past relationships and past times with them, it always seems like they're able to restore what's been lost, and then it's like, damn, I thought he was coming, right, divine feminine? But no, you're sitting in your throne. This is what you're too powerful. You're too everything. Remember, high priestess has been there, done that. Okay, I was saying that about the divine feminine in her previous reading to this one, that divine feminine's been there, done that, especially when you're in this. And that's how they both see you, as someone who's just got it going on and who's perfect. They see you for who you are. You may not be there physically. Doesn't mean that it takes anything away from who you are as being the high priestess. So it helps you to have that leverage for him to just stick to his intuition about ending this because of who you are. Like there's, so this Ace of Cups will definitely clarify, but I don't think it's going to go far. Okay, yeah, the Two of Swords, they're both just like, yeah, there's really nothing they could do. They're both really defensive. They both have love for each other, of course. They both have love for each other. There's been a lot of love, and there's been a lot of heartbreak, too. A lot of arguments, but the truth is coming out, and there's no way that they're going to be able to salvage that Ace of Cups. I have every feeling of that. Okay. Someone asked me, do you really think he's going to walk away from the marriage? Of course. Yes. Yes, I do. If they're married, right? Okay. And if they're in a relationship, yes, I do. I do believe that he'll walk away. I do believe he'll walk away from being non-committal too. Okay. And from being confused. I do believe that. So, especially if he's single, if you know that your divine masculine is single, maybe he's dating, you know, maybe he's just like non-committal. He doesn't have relationships, right? It's going to turn around. Okay. He's going to want the relationship. Trust me. And so we're going to clarify it, but it looks like this is like, we'll see what it is that how they used to always kind of like rekindle the flame. Okay. Which one was next? I wasn't sure if it was the Five of Swords. Okay. More Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Two people wanting to, or him, or one of them, you know, wanting to win at all costs here. What is that? Oh my God. People with their cusp here. But okay. So it looks like there's just it's just like the divine masculine wanting to win at all costs, you know, really in love. It's like I think he just laughs at this is how he treats that's like but baby this, but baby this, like whatever, any opportunity of love, even if it's not that they do anything or say anything, it's just the fact that they have love. So it's like when they're died down in a fight or something like that, or they're just chilling now and they're relaxing or whatever, you know, watching TV or something like that. It's almost like, well, why don't we, you know, rekindle the love? So the thought goes in their head, and he just laughs at that. They just know that it's a done deal. There's really no rekindling this love. I don't believe so. I think it's like, it just looks like what they've always done. And we have the Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. So it's like, yes, we're established, but we have to move on. We have to move forward. Okay. And it's most probably because he's really attached to one person or one thing in his life. He's maybe looking at continuing a business in one aspect. Like say if he has three businesses, a shoe company, restaurants, and a hair salon, he's looking at to pick one. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but he's looking at picking one. But regardless, yes, they are both established, as the Three of Wands talks about, but it looks like they're planning to move forward. Okay, because there's just, you know, something that they don't want. One second. He's looking at taking his own and moving forward. Okay, winning at all costs. It doesn't matter what they do, what they have, what they leave with, nothing. He just has to be honest and move forward. Those three swords and that three, he's going to flip it and just move forward, okay? And it also talks about how just because he's established, you know, somewhere, has his own establishments or stuff that he's built along the way, doesn't mean he's going to stay stagnant anymore, okay? So let's just understand a little deeper about what's going on. Okay, so they could very much be in a relationship with an air sign. Lots of air. But let's clarify this Three of Swords. Take one card for everything so we can understand. Just to the point. I feel tired, you know. And while I'm reading this, I'm feeling very sluggish. Okay, tell me about this Three of Swords. All right, what do we got? The Three of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, just trying to, you know, take what he has and go. He's not really trying to work together with any of these people, with her. He's not trying to work together in this couple anymore. I don't think he's trying to work for this anymore. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Not for the money, not for the love, not for the nothing. He's just like, you know what, I got to go off on my own. I'm not saying not for the kids, but he does not want that relationship with her anymore. That Three of Swords there. No more third party as well. Cutting out third parties, okay? Three of Pentacles, okay? So it's not about the money anymore. It's not about trying to, but I love you or anything like that. Just like, we're calm now, so why don't we go make love? No, it's a no. You know, he's taking what he has and he's going with it. And he's just going to keep moving forward. Perfect. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, especially if he's an earth sign and you're an air sign. Well, you're looking at the truth. You're looking at him leaving. You are. He's breaking up with this relationship and coming to you. Watch the previous video before this one. You'll know. Why is the Empress here for the Divine Masculine and the Karmic Partner? The reason why I'm doing it, even though it's a relationship between the both of them, is because the High Priestess is here. And it just really does seem like it's him calling the shots. Like in his reading prior to this one, it was him having the ball in his court. The ball was in his court. So it's his decision ultimately. The Empress, why is the Empress here? To leave and go to the Divine Feminine, okay? The Empress, why is the Empress here? All right, what do we got? The Five of Cups. So again, that three, and him just, okay. So obviously, I feel like there's some guilt here, okay, with what he's doing and what he's doing to other people. But it's like, I don't know, he just feels like he has to do this. And with the Empress, he knows that love is lost with her. Okay, so I think a lot of them have been this established or have this because of where they've been, because of how long they've, so some of them might have been together for a long time, but they've built a legacy almost. You know, they've built something with each other, but that's not able to be salvaged. He has someone and he has a love where there's a couple. You know, he has something else that he can go and do. I don't feel like, you know, just because she's the Empress here, and he's just coming up as some old whatever man just trying to leave and go. I feel like he feels guilty, but you know, that's done. You know what I'm saying? It's done. But let me see something at the top of the deck. Okay, the Page of Wands. You know what? Yes, but in a different aspect. One second. I think this is him turning his back on her. The Three of Cups is the love that's been offered to the divine feminine. He knows he's turning his back on love, what he's had before, but he's honest about it, that there is no more love. You know, not like that. He's in love with someone else. If you go look at that reading, there's the Four of Cups for the divine feminine and the divine masculine when he intervened on the divine feminine's reading. And the Four of Cups, there's three in front of her or him or both of them. And then there's one that's being offered that's neither being accepted or denied. I feel like the Two of Cups is her, what she can offer. You know how their ruly or their materials and stuff like that always stood up. Like we see this Ace of Cups, right? There's always seemed to be like some new experience, new money, new love every time that he was like itching to go to the divine feminine, right? I think those Two of Cups are really her in this aspect, but the Three of Cups is something that he wants to focus on, something that he wants to focus on, and he doesn't give a damn. He's like, I'm winning at all costs. Fuck you guys. Fuck everyone who has opinions. I'm going to the person that I love. I'm finding out the next thing to do. I feel like the only attachment he may have is if she's a fire sign, right? She's coming up as the Empress. So this is the only, well, besides the High Priestess, but, you know, he's been with her for a long time. So I think there's obviously some traits in her that shows in him, stuff like that. But I don't think he's leaving that relationship with any baggage. He just may be leaving with some of the money or some of the assets that they have gained or something like that. That's nothing to be concerned about. But I think he's turning his back to her. And he's going to fix and replenish what he lost or what he didn't have with you, with the divine feminine. Okay, at the top we have the Page of Wands. And I think that's what also helped me, is this more fire energy. So, okay. Yeah, that's what I believe. Tell me about this now, the Two of Swords. About the Two of Swords. Tell me about this Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Why is it here? Okay, there we go. There's that Four of Cups I'm talking about, and we have the Six of Wands. So exactly, but please go watch those videos, you know. They really do tell a story. They really do go in order. So hopefully you're caught up. But yeah, that's what I believe. Those Three Cups is what he's focused on. And not necessarily now like the love that she's going to be trying to give him. He's done. He's really done. And so he's going to go try to focus on what happened and what went wrong with his High Priestess. Now he's going to figure that out. That's why in this reading prior to this one was the Divine Masculine alone. And it was him working. Remember, we ended up with the Temperance card right before this video. So this is him wanting to, like, you know what, take that leap of faith and step into his power. First day on the job, you know, that whole terminology I was using in the video prior to this one. That's him turning his back on what seems to always stand tall, but not as tall as this. But you do have to go fix this. And the only way to go fix that, you see there's three, there's more. It's more powerful, is to step into his power. And he does in the video prior to this one. So that's what that's about. But that's about not taking hers, okay? But I think the only hesitation there is because she comes up as a major arcana. She's very persuasive. She's very likable. She's loving. She's an all-around mother figure, she is. And then they've been in love, you know. But the truth here is that he's breaking up with her, okay? And then we also had the Six of Wands. So Aries